Man found completely frozen but alive. Now, before you lose your cool and scroll past this topic because of some over-commercialized project, I would stick around instead of holding on to the frustration of an overplayed song and just let it go. Because there used to be a time when the idea of facing Antarctic-like situations would mean the end. That was until the findings of a woolly mammoth that possessed preserved prehistoric cells. While back in 2006, a man was found on a mountain frozen alive. After succumbing to what scientists theorized as a form of human hibernation, which is a state where everything in the body essentially slows down, but the mind is 100% intact. The survivor's name is M. Uchikoshi, who was found on a mountain after losing his way from his group. He took a tumble and found himself in unfortunate circumstances, trapping him in an area to which he could not escape, and being forced to endure temperatures that dropped to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Sadly, he was not found until 24 days later, with only 1 day of sun to his recollection, as if being frozen had completely wiped his memory from the time temperatures dropped to put him in that state. When doctors got hold of Uchikoshi, it was believed that he was indeed facing some form of organ failure. However, the hibernation status allowed him to endure those harsh conditions, such to a degree that when he was revived, he had no issues other than a pelvis rupture obtained during the fall, which is unheard of when compared to other stories that involved people being frozen and being brought back to life. One example is a lady named Jean Hilliard, who was found frozen in front of a Minnesota home in 1980. Story goes, Jean's car breaks down, so she is forced to find shelter in the middle of a cold snowy night, and she walks on foot in 20 and below like temperatures until reaching a ranch, to where she passes out just feet from the door. The next morning, when she is found, it is discovered that she was frozen, but inexplicably still alive. Quickly, she is rushed to the hospital, where doctors can thaw her completely frozen skin to normal, restoring her to regular temperatures, only she suffered a loss of a few toes to frostbite. However, it is never truly revealed whether the frostbite was from being completely frozen in that manner, or from hiking miles in cowboy boots through the snow. Still, there are other circumstances where people were frozen in the same manner, but did not come out unscathed by the experience, which makes M. Uchikoshi's experience one that stands alone and baffles experts on the whole premise. As it is believed that humans can survive being frozen, but only for a certain amount of time, explaining that over time the crystallization of cells causes too much damage to the body to recover from. Meaning, the longer a person is in that state, the more worse off they become. which is why cryogenics are still so far behind in reviving volunteers of the procedure, as these are limits science is still trying to overcome. The mystery here though, is that doctors involved in the thawing process of M. Ichikoshi made the theory of human hibernation aka stasis as being the culprit for his complete recovery. Which is not verified in terms of human capability, but shows how far and little we truly know of ourselves. 23 days is reportedly the longest record holder for a human being alive while frozen, with a body temperature of only 22 Celsius. While, cryogenically the longest record holder to date is believed to be over 50 years. The question is, whether the cryonics has held up and kept the person alive all this time.